Devastating wildfire engulfs Ben Affleck's home. A close call amidst a catastrophic blaze in California. In an unimaginable turn of events, the ongoing wildfire in California has caused catastrophic damage across Los Angeles, with one of the region's most high-profile celebrities, Ben Affleck, caught directly in its devastating path. The fire, which rapidly spread across thousands of acres, has left homes and livelihoods in ashes, including the Pacific Palisades property that the Oscar-winning actor called home. The evacuation and race to safety. As the fire inched closer to Ben Affleck's $20 million bachelor pad, located in the posh Pacific Palisades neighborhood of Los Angeles, the situation quickly escalated. With the flames dangerously approaching, the 52-year-old actor was left with no choice but to evacuate his residence immediately. Sources close to the actor revealed that Affleck, who was inside his home when the fire was reported to be closing in, rushed to leave the property to avoid any risk to his life. Affleck, who has experienced his fair share of emotional and professional upheavals over the years, was seen visibly distressed and saddened as he witnessed the flames consuming the home he had only recently begun to settle into. The Pacific Palisades mansion, which had been his refuge since his split from Jennifer Lopez, had been a personal sanctuary for the actor, yet it was now under siege by the terrifying wildfire. A heartwarming gesture, seeking shelter at Jennifer Garner's home. In the midst of this personal crisis, Affleck was seen making his way to a familiar place, the home of his ex-wife actress Jennifer Garner. Located just a short distance from his own property, Garner's home became a safe haven for Affleck in the chaos of the wildfire. It remains unclear whether Affleck was seeking refuge with his ex-wife and their 3 children, or whether he was simply checking on their well-being in the wake of the disaster. Regardless, this act underscores the amicable relationship that the two have managed to maintain since their split in 2018. The pair, who had been married for over a decade, share 3 children, Violet, Serafina, and Samuel. Despite their divorce, Affleck and Garner have remained supportive co-parents, a rare feat in Hollywood. Given the proximity of Garner's home to Affleck's and the severe circumstances at hand, many have speculated that Affleck may have found comfort in being near his children during such a traumatic event. A sad scene. Ben Affleck witnesses his home's demise. Although the specifics of Affleck's actions during the evacuation remain unclear, what is certain is the sadness that gripped the actor upon realizing the magnitude of the devastation. Witnessing his beloved home burn to the ground must have been a heartbreaking sight, especially for a man who had worked hard to rebuild his life and career after facing numerous personal challenges. With the Pacific Palisades mansion now reduced to a smoldering ruin, the actor faces the loss of a space that had become a symbol of his fresh start following his separation from Jennifer Lopez. Affleck's $20 million property, which was meant to be his bachelor pad, had been a private retreat for the actor. It had served as a sanctuary for his creativity and personal reflection, especially as he worked on his next film projects and focused on his philanthropic endeavors. The devastation of the fire, therefore, has not only affected Affleck's personal life but also his professional pursuits, forcing him to re-evaluate his plans for the immediate future. Jennifer Garner's home, a safe haven amidst the inferno. While Affleck's home lay in peril, it was reported that Garner's residence remained safe from the encroaching flames. Garner, who has also faced her own share of personal and professional challenges, had not been asked to evacuate her property as of the latest updates. Sources close to the actress confirmed that she and her children were safe, providing some peace of mind during an otherwise tumultuous time. Garner, who is known for her grounded and humble personality, reportedly expressed concern for Affleck's safety and offered him a place to stay during the fire. The ex-couple's ability to put aside their past differences for the sake of their children and their continued friendship in times of crisis highlights the maturity and strength of their relationship, even after their divorce. Wildfire ravages California, a state in crisis. The wildfire that has devastated Ben Affleck's home is part of a larger crisis unfolding across California. Wildfires have become an all-too-common occurrence in the state, with growing concerns over their increasing frequency and severity. The fire that began in the hills of Los Angeles has spread across nearly 3,000 acres of land, leaving a path of destruction in its wake. Thousands of homes have been destroyed, with residents in many areas being forced to evacuate as the flames threaten to overtake entire neighborhoods. California, known for its rugged beauty and iconic landscapes, is no stranger to wildfires, especially in the hotter summer and fall months. However, experts are warning that the ongoing wildfire season is proving to be one of the worst in recent memory, fueled by extreme heat waves, dry conditions, and the ongoing effects of climate change. Communities across the state have been left grappling with the aftermath, including widespread power outages, air quality issues, and massive financial losses. The loss of homes belonging to celebrities like Ben Affleck only underscores the broader impact of these wildfires, which have left many residents, both famous and everyday citizens, struggling to rebuild. In addition to Affleck, other high-profile figures in California, including actors, musicians, and business moguls, have had their luxurious properties threatened by the flames. California's celebrities in the line of fire. The wildfire has put more than just Affleck's home in jeopardy. Numerous other celebrities in the region have seen their multi-million-dollar mansions endangered by the flames. From movie stars to tech giants, many of California's wealthiest residents live in areas that are highly susceptible to wildfires. The list of homes in danger includes properties owned by well-known actors, musicians, and high-profile entrepreneurs, whose estates are valued in the billions of dollars. One such example is the homes of the Kardashians, whose Calabasas mansion was nearly destroyed in a previous fire. Other celebrities, including Leonardo DiCaprio, Kim Kardashian, and Caitlyn Jenner, have all been affected by the growing crisis in recent years, with many forced to evacuate as fire crews battle to contain the inferno. This growing threat has prompted some wealthy residents to consider additional fire safety measures, including advanced fire-resistant materials and state-of-the-art sprinkler systems. The future of California wildfires, rising threats, and the need for change. As California continues to face these intense wildfires year after year, there is growing concern about the state's ability to effectively respond and mitigate the damage. The increasing scale of these fires, fueled by climate change, has made it clear that traditional firefighting techniques may no longer be enough to protect residents and their homes. Experts are calling for comprehensive changes to fire prevention strategies, including better forest management, fire breaks, and more resources for firefighting agencies. At the same time, there is a push for greater public awareness of the risks associated with wildfires. In addition to the immediate dangers posed by the flames themselves, the long-term effects of smoke inhalation, air pollution, and the displacement of communities have left many feeling vulnerable and uncertain about their future in the state. As the wildfire crisis deepens, many Californians, including celebrities like Ben Affleck, are left wondering whether the state will be able to weather the storm of increasingly frequent and devastating natural disasters. Moving forward, rebuilding and recovery. For Ben Affleck, the road ahead will be one of rebuilding, not just his home but his sense of security and peace. While the destruction of his property is a personal blow, it is important to note that he, along with his family, managed to evacuate safely, which remains the most critical factor in the aftermath of such a disaster. As Californians continue to assess the widespread damage and begin the long process of recovery, it is clear that the impact of these fires will be felt for years to come. With the support of friends, family, and the Hollywood community, Ben Affleck, Jennifer Garner, and others affected by the fires will begin to heal and rebuild their lives. In the meantime, the California wildfire crisis continues to serve as a stark reminder of the environmental challenges facing the state, urging residents and leaders to come together to address the growing threat of climate change and natural disasters.